something in this van that is very, very important at this very present time. Okay, bit mad. So we've got a lot of, well, not a lot of new stuff, but a few new bits and pieces coming in. So for this week, we're sort of looking at, if you're a first timer, and we've been still getting a lot of first timers come through, and the big thing is everybody wants to get it exactly right on the first one, and I'm gonna shock you now and say you're not gonna. It's not gonna happen. It is impossible to get your first van right. And everybody in the comments now, let me know if you got, if you're onto your second or third or fourth or fifth or 10th or 20th caravan and you still haven't got it right. Let me know in the comments, how many vans did you have to go through to get it right? Because I can, 99.99% of people don't get it right.
And then also, if you're a couple, one of you might prefer one thing and one might prefer the other, so you have to compromise, so you'll never get it right. Even
with us, we still change our mind. We'll still sort of swap layouts of, oh, well, I like that layout, or well, actually I've used that one now and I don't like that now. And we do actually like this L-shaped layout, don't we?
Yeah, we agree on that, don't we?
Yeah, we like the L-shaped layout. We like the bedroom at the back, so this works really well.
I prefer the bedroom at the bathroom at the back, don't I?
Yeah. Now this has got quite a nice wash. This is just coming in, not seen this yet.
Yeah, it's quite nice, this is, isn't it?
So it's just coming in. It needs a damn good clean, but a nice big twin axle, 8 foot, island bed at the back, L shape at the front. But
see, that bathroom in the middle I prefer, because I feel like it closes it off when you've got like the sink here, but that's still walk through, isn't it?
And then you can shut your 2 doors so people at the front can still use the central washroom. But we get it a lot where people come through and they're looking for the first van and they're sort of thinking, oh, we want this and we want that and we want, oh, we don't like that. And but actually what you'll find is, by the time you've had your first van, you'll then realise, actually I don't like that, I don't like that, I want, oh, I wish, actually I think I'd have gone for this, that or the other. And so if you're looking for your first caravan, don't stress. You're not going to get it right, you're not going to tick all the boxes, and even if you find the perfect van that you think is perfect, in 12 months time it won't be perfect. And that is the honest truth. If you look in the comments now, as I say, if you've not already commented and you're on to your second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever van it is, let us know, because I guarantee when you look through the comments, everybody will say, actually, what we thought we wanted wasn't actually what we wanted. It didn't sort of work for us, it wasn't quite right. We had one with the L shape with big TV, and we thought that was great, and we used that quite a lot, that layout. But actually then the more that we used it, the more that we went, oh, you know what,
we missed
that window. Yeah, we missed the window.
So we much prefer this sort of layout.
I did a van of before of my absolute perfect best van. Yeah, video of my perfect van, and actually
when we used it, it wasn't.
Well, the more that we used it, the more that I realised that it actually wasn't.
Yeah.
So I'm now looking for a new best van, but actually we've got the lorry build, haven't we? And the thing is with the lorry build is that we've only got so much space, and the layout is what the layout is, and that's what we've got to live with. And I think that is perfect though, actually. I think that is perfect. We are going to do a lorry build update, because we've done a few little bits and bobs and it's nearing completion. I'm just waiting for a few final touches and we'll look at that. We've got as well...
You're waiting for the upholstery and you're trying to stop yourself from emailing the bloke, so have you done it yet?
Is it done? We dropped the templates off, didn't we? And he was like, oh, it'll be about 4 weeks, and after like the first 3 days, should we email him and see if it's done yet? Something in this van that is very, very important at this very present time: air conditioning. So what we are going to find is that air conditioning is going to be more required in caravans over this next 5 years. Over the next 5 years, they've said the weather is just going to get hotter and hotter and hotter, and we're going to have more longer spells of this type of weather. So I think that we're going to see more vans with air conditioning. It's going to become more of a real necessity, is having that air conditioning, I think.
So how much would you charge to fit something like that?
You're probably looking at, just for the aircon unit itself, between £1,000 and £1,500. So probably all in between 1,500 and £2,000, depending on what you go for.
Quite a lot then, isn't it?
So it is, yeah. And you can get little window hang-on air conditioning units, and you can get like a little blower, cheap sort of fan that you put water into the bottom, and it's got then ice cube things in it. So that's another option. That's probably what we're going to do in the lorry, isn't it? We looked at putting aircon in, and we just didn't have the roof space because I wanted to put solar panels all onto the top of there. Last week we was at the auction, and I think we've had a real good response on that, and I think we're going to do probably every month maybe a bit of an update of the auction, see what's happening at the auction. We didn't manage to buy anything because again prices were high, and a lot of people sort of says, I'm shocked at what the caravans actually make, or what the trade values are, and then what the retail values are. I think people think
we've got thousands in them, don't they?
Yeah, huge amounts of profits, which we need really a minimum of about £3,000 between what we buy it for and what we sell it for, and realistically 9 times out of 10 we need a bit more than that for fixing bits and bobs. So that's sort of our absolute minimum, because by the time we've paid tax and VAT, that's 45% of that £3,000 just gone into thin air. That the government takes that, nobody gets it, we don't get it, you don't get it. So that actually by the time you put all of our sort of servicing costs, warranty costs on there, sales costs, our actual costs to be here, we break it down and we go, I should just go and get a job somewhere else actually, and like not have all the hassle and stress. Little mini one. So if you're after,
ooh, look at that.
If you're after a tiny little lightweight van, again this might just be ideal. And again this sort of thing is sort of, it's got a motor mover.
I was just looking at that. Why would you need a motor
again,
mover?
if you're older and you just want a nice little small compact tiny van, you still even this, you're still not really going to want to try and push it round and
oh my gosh,
all the rest of it. So you want a mover. Very, very basic. When you look at 6,995 for this, and
crikey,
I think
it's a lot, isn't it?
yes, it seems but that's just sort of what they are and what they sort of fetch.
So what sort of weight is this then?
It is 850 maximum.
Gosh, yeah, it is light.
Yeah, so there's not a lot for sort of under 1,000 kilos. So with electric cars and what have you, it makes it possible. If you've got a small little electric car, it makes this possible, doesn't it? The other day the pitch looked absolutely empty, and it still doesn't look that much fuller, to be fair. I'm not going to go in all the different ones because I want to save a few for Sunday's video. But we've had a couple of Partexes and we've got a few more Partexes coming through. But the reason that the pitch looks pretty dead is that actually 99% of all these vans now down to the end and then all jammed up into the middle is everything sold waiting to go out. So until we've got the money back in for those, the part exchanges back in, it just looks like we're empty, but we have got quite a lot of stock. It's sort of just such a big site that we're on here that it just seems like we haven't. So another fairly freshish one in is the Bailey Phoenix 644. So this is again a nice one. It's not off. If you watched our auction prices video, this isn't off. This is a nice one. It's not off. So you'll sort of see that, you'll sort of get an idea of when you walk into a caravan. Again, if it's your first caravan, as you look at, and the best way to do it really is just go and look at a dealership and go in as many caravans as you possibly can, all the different layouts, and try and whittle it down. Obviously you need to figure out what your towing weight is, and then we will put an MTPLM of £13.95 on this one, and that's the maximum what the caravan can go up to. So your towing weight, so your maximum brake towing weight, needs to be underneath of that. Ideally, if you can, you want to be about 85% of the mass in service weight, so the sort of the car weight, ideally. But if you can sort of work between your mass in service, so the empty weight of your car, your maximum brake trailer weight, and as long as the big important one is max braked trailer weight, your caravan needs to be underneath of that. So if you've got a maximum brake trailer weight of 1,500 kilos, do not go over that. Definitely don't go over that. You can go up to that 1500. We would like you, if it's your first van, to keep underneath of that, but if your massing service is then 1700 kilos, you actually know that your car weighs 1700 kilos, your maximum brake trailer weight is 1500 kilos, so even going up to 1500 kilos, you're 200 kilos less than the empty weight, or the empty weight of your car. That's made it really confusing, hasn't it? So popping up now is a little video of how to actually work out your towing weights, and that in more detail than sort of showing you on a V5 where your maximum brake trailer weight is, where your massing service weight is of the car, and how to figure out what you can tow. The other thing is, put your car make and model in on Google and put towing weight, and that should give you an actual towing weight of your car as well. And again, you want to keep underneath of that, and then MTPLM of the Caravan needs to be under that. So an easy way is just look at, on your V5, maximum brake trailer weight. If it's 1500 kilos, you want to be underneath that weight, and that's about what you can sort of tow. Again, if you've got an issue or you're not sure, when you come to the dealership, ask the dealer to double check for you.
But I guess if you went up to your maximum, you could always just leave the Caravan completely empty and load your car
Put
up,
stuff in your car, so yeah, and again that puts the weight of the car up. So it's just trying to keep it safe, so that you know that if you're coming down a big hill, the Caravan's not going to push the car, and you're not going to get into danger. And again, especially if it's your first Caravan, you want to try and make it as safe as possible, and not have to worry and think, oh, I can't put that in there, I can't put that in there, oh, I'm going to have to weigh this and weigh that. You want to just be able to sort of go, right, I've got a nice load margin, I can put a good amount of weight in the Caravan, I'm still under my maximum brake trailer weight, and I know that I'm safe. And you've not got to then start thinking about weighing everything. If you've been towing for a while, then it's a bit different, and you can sort of go, well, actually I can go to more or less, not quite a one-to-one, but I can go quite close to a one-to-one, and I know what weight I put in the car, what weight I put in the van, and the more experience that you get, the better that will sort of become. So the other thing that you need to watch out on is some Caravans will have an upgraded weight. So you look online and you go, oh, that Caravan is perfect, that is ideal for me, and then just double check on the actual Caravan. So when you have a look online, this is probably about 1700 kilos, but it's been upgraded to 2000 kilos. So even though it can take 2000 kilos, this can still be downgraded back to the original weight and make it sort of towable for more people. So, but again, just something to bear in mind, because again, if your car can only tow 1700 and then this has been plated up to 2000, it needs to be downgraded back to the 1700. So again, a downgrade weight sticker from Swift, from a Swift agent or whatever manufacturer it is, you can actually do that as well. So but not on everything, it's only really vans that have been upgraded. So again, a Google search is your best friend, and that will tell you what the maximum should be of that make model, and then you can compare it to the one that you're looking at. So you're getting quite technical then, is the only problem. And for your first van, you don't really want to get into the realms of that. You just want to go, that's what I can tow, that's the weight of the Caravan, that's the weight of my car, I'm good, and not have all that messing about. I've overcomplicated things there. I feel like I have. So if you're stuck, ask your dealer. So a good, nice big 6 berth that is. So again, ideal to put onto a site. And again, sometimes you might think, oh, my car can't tow anything. So another way that you can actually do it is go for a Caravan where you can just put it on a site, leave it on a site, you've not got to tow. So a lot of people say, oh, don't like towing, I'm not sure about the towing. I'll look at the motorhome and then find that actually the price of the motorhomes are stupendous. So another way to do it is go for a Caravan that you can put onto a site, leave it on the site, and then all you've got to do is use your car backwards and forwards. So we're going to have a look in that on Sunday. So that's a nice big Swift exclusive. We did do a separate video on that one. We've got another Pegasus Grand, so again we might have a look in that on Sunday. The other new ones and the other motorhome that we've got in, we'll come and have a look at those on Sunday, and that's about it really. I think, as I say, if you are looking for your first van, don't stress about it's got to have this, it's got to have that, because in actual fact your first van you're not going to get it right. It's impossible, as hopefully the comments will say. Hopefully that is what the comments say, but I'm pretty sure that is what the comments will say. So if you've not, drop us a comment, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on Sunday. Thanks for watching. I'm Mark at the Caravan Place.